morning, besties. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Lainey. Thank you for stopping at my little corner of the internet. It is so nice to have you, and welcome to another writing vlog for November. I'm so excited for a little writing diaries here as we try to write every day in the month of November and try to finish our short story. So if you watched the October videos or even watched part 1, we are writing Project Ghost Dance. It's about, and I can read it directly. So I am working on a Substack post right now where I'm going to kind of detail all my thoughts as week 1 has officially come and went. Not entirely, we still have one more day left, but yeah, I'm writing that Substack post. So let me just read the little summary that I wrote for Project Ghost Dance so I sound a little bit clear and confident here. But I said Project Ghost Dance is a supernatural magical realism short story with the subplot of sports romance. Our female main character has chronic pain due to an accident that now prevents her from dancing like she once did. One night after staying late at her dance studio, she hears a repeated tapping sound, and when she investigates it, she meets a boy, a ghost named Asa. Right, so that's the vibes that we're working with here. So I'm hoping, because it's gonna be one of those days where I'm writing before and after work, like I'm trying to make that happen for today, but that's not always the case. I'm hoping that I'll be able to finish chapter 1 because I think it's not going to take that long, but it's kind of like a thing that we'll have to see about. So that's what this vlog is going to be, just kind of showcasing that morning to evening routine. So we're gonna get started and I'll give you any like writing updates and you'll see all of that in this video. But yeah, that's Project Ghost Dance, and this is my morning to evening routine. So my morning routine always starts off with a glass of lemon water. Usually I wake up at 8 o'clock, and by 10 o'clock I exercise for an hour and I get ready for work by 11. So at least 8 to 10 as a free for all between writing, reading, editing, and art. And I at least try, at least since November started, to give myself 30 to 45 minutes of writing time. But today we woke up late and I'm okay with taking a day off of exercising. But we woke up late, we have our lemon water, we're gonna open up Apple Pages and we're gonna get started with writing, and hopefully we can complete our goal of finishing chapter 1. god, please excuse the state that I'm in right now. Absolutely horrendous. But I have my little matcha and I'm just sipping away. I've been writing for about 6 minutes so far. That last clip you watched, I probably cut it down or fast 2x, 4x, 8x, whatever that clip, but it was 6 minutes long and I was able to write 160 words. I just checked right now. Jump to chapter 2. So this morning I was like writing to finish chapter 1 because I really did not think my short story would take so long to write, because I usually can write them in a week's time, sometimes just in a couple of hours. I can get 5,000 to 8,000 words completely done and like finish the short story. But I think it's because I always do my short story, like, it's not really challenge, but I do tend to write my short stories during the summertime as like a creative writing like free outlet, and I just like write a bunch of short stories. So I didn't do it this year because this year I worked. Last summer I did also work, but this year I worked full-time as opposed to part-time like I did last summer. So I think that's why I didn't write a short story this past summer. So I was like, oh, perfect, because Project Sage kind of didn't work out my fantasy story. Let me go ahead and do a short story for National Novel Writing Month. And I really thought that I was going to finish it in a week or definitely less than 2 weeks time, and then I might have to switch over to doing a different short story, or maybe I'll try to pick up Project Sage again for the rest of the month. Like, we'll see. But it's been a week and I haven't even finished the first chapter, and it's because I've never written a short story while I was working, because like I did say, I did work last summer and that was the last time I wrote a bunch of short stories, but I also did those prior to starting my summer job. So I've never written a short story while working. So I think the expectation I set for myself is not really quite there, but I'm actually kind of happy about that because I'm taking my time with the little bits I have before and after work to work on the short story. And, you know, I'm not rushing through it. And plus, it then might end up lasting me the entire month. Let's see. I don't know. I think also because I don't have like a goal of like a word count or a chapter count, because it's not standard in my short stories. They can roughly range from like 30 to a little under 60 pages. That's just kind of like what I'm expecting this one to be, but I don't have like a set page count, chapter count, word count. I can't even be like, oh, I'm 1/3 away from what, you know, my expected goal for either one of those to be. So I'm just kind of like vibing with the whole process here. But like I said, I jumped to doing chapter 2 because I really wanted to write for Asa, the ghost boy. Okay, whatever. We don't have to be linear with this process here. But because I'm writing the beginning of this so far, I could just go back and finish up chapter 1, or just continue and write up to the point where we can at least get some dialogue for Asa, since that's kind of what I'm itching to write. So we'll see. But I just kind of want to do this little check-in here. I'll probably write for another half an hour to 40 minutes. I have a good hour to an hour and a half, but I do want to work on my Substack, and I kind of want to get the ball rolling on that. So I think I will split up my hour to an hour and a half that I have before I decide to like kind of call it for the night with this and then the Substack. So we'll see. But I'm gonna write a little bit more, and you know, we'll just flow. We'll just go with the vibe here, and everything else should come to us. I finished writing my Substack here. A little quick scroll for how it's looking like, but I'll blur out some portions, the end portion here. But I'm loving how this is looking like. The one thing I have to add before the paywall is the vision board. So we'll add it like around here. But I have that on my iPad, so I have to log in and paste it on my iPad because I don't have that here on my laptop. But other than that, Substack is completed and we're going to schedule it out. So hello, it's currently 9:11 right now. Like a good 2 hours has passed. The Substack took a little longer than I thought it was going to. And I'm sharing kind of like my thoughts and reflections during this first week of writing every single day. And I'm also sharing like screenshot snippets of like sections of my writing. On my YouTube, all my videos this month is going to be writing related. I don't know if I'm going to do that on Substack too, because my goal for Substack since I started it is to do 2 minimum Substack posts. So I don't know if I only end up doing 2, if I want them both to be writing related. We'll kind of see, because on the back end I'm going to be doing like everything else like I normally do. Like I'll do my reading, I'll do my art. So I don't know if on Substack I also want it to be writing related, or I'll use the time to showcase that since I won't be doing it on YouTube. We'll kind of see. So chapter 1 is still not done, and that was the whole purpose of this video. I was trying to see if I can finish chapter 1 because, you know, we're already a week in. But chapter 1 is not done. The beginning of chapter 2, like the first 3 or so paragraphs plus dialogue are written. So I'm still happy with where we're at, and I'm happy that I went back and challenged myself a little bit with writing that, like, in what I'm assuming is going to be a very intense scene, and at least getting it down and not being scared to write it. So I'm gonna try not to hop around. Well, actually, I'm gonna give myself the privilege of hopping around. I'm just gonna try not to hop around if it has to do with expressing the female main character's pain, because I want to get out of the habit, because I do it with myself, of like masking the pain or setting it aside. I want to get out of that habit of doing the same thing for the female main character, or do the same thing with writing for the female main character. I think I'm gonna end it here. I was thinking like do a final, or like do my outro tomorrow morning, better lighting, when I look good, XYZ. But I mean, this is a morning to evening routine, and we're kind of ending it here. And anything else I get up to editing, if I'm not too tired and I'm checking in my body, I might do some night reading like I normally do. That's not the purpose of this video. So I think we're gonna end it here. I'm really, really proud of myself. We're over 1,000 and 1.6K words into the book so far. We have an unfinished chapter 1, but we have the start of the chapter 2. Like I said, I'm proud of myself. This is where we're gonna end it here. And read the Substack down below if you want to get snippets of like my writing. And with that said, I'm gonna go edit this vlog and some other ones, and I will see you guys in the next one. Yeah, I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of you. Talk to you later, writing besties, and I will write to you soon. All right. Good night. Bye-bye.